So today, I'm pleased to be one of your trainers. My name is Kristen Stout, and I'm the director here of the Governor's Office of Federal Assistance. And then also we have Maida Sanchez. She is our Executive Grant Analyst, and she will be presenting the second portion of today's presentation. So we have so much to get started with. So let's roll. You ready, Maida? Okay. So today's presentation, we're going to give you an overview about us, OFA. We are going to provide an information about the grant matching program, a legislative news update, some information regarding being the single point in contact, our fabulous USDR Nevada federal grant identification tool, our notice of funding opportunities, our IAJ Hub, the Nevada Way, our upcoming trainings, and our services. And for the sake of everyone, I'm going to go ahead and shut my camera off so I can go ahead and go through these PowerPoint slides with y'all. All right, so continuing on. So about us. So welcome to everybody who maybe is new to learning about the Office of Federal Assistance, or those that have been along with us for our 1 year of existence. So the Office of Federal Assistance was created with the passage of Assembly Bill 445 in the 81st legislative session. So that was the session back in 2021. And with that, our vision for the Office of Federal Assistance is to support our stakeholders in obtaining, increasing, and maximizing federal assistance. And our mission is to reduce barriers by providing inclusive, collaborative, comprehensive, and centralized support in obtaining federal dollars for Nevada. And I think what is so important is that with the passage of the AB 445, it really allowed for more centralization. So we can help, this office can help provide all the resources and assistance to those who are interested in applying for federal grant opportunities. And just so just to clarify, our stakeholders are state agencies, local agencies, tribal governments, and nonprofits. So next is just a little bit overview of who we are here at OFA. Who are the people behind the name? So we are a small but mighty team. And so it's myself, our administrative assistant, Terry McBride, our executive grant analyst, Sandy Wallace, who has a really great expertise in grant writing, Akia Sanders, our senior executive grant analyst, who really helps oversee the operations of the department, as well as helping with contracts and management, and be able to help answer questions as well. And then Shana Reinhardt, she is our grants analyst who is responsible for our resource and compliance. She is our expert on that. And then with Maida Sanchez, she is our data analyst and expertise in that. And also our program manager of the USDR tool. And also, I just want to note that Shana Reinhardt is also the program manager for the grant matching program. I just want to make sure we all know that. But with that, we are all here to help support you. We all come from some very varied backgrounds and have a knowledge in a whole range of everything. So we work as a team and to help provide the assistance that you need. Okay. I think one of the great benefits with the passage of the AB 445 was the establishment of having an office down here in Las Vegas, as well as an office up north in Carson City. So we are truly statewide, and we're here to help our stakeholders throughout the state, not just north, not just south, but both. So we are here, and we're always able to meet you where you're at if you would like us to do that. But just know that we are located up north and also down south. So next, I think this is a really important program, and I'm so happy to be able to spend some time highlighting it. So the Governor's Office of Federal Assistance, we operate a program that can help those seeking new federal grant opportunities, but need some assistance in coming up with those required match funds. For state fiscal year 2024, the grant matching program has $1 million available to help boost those who would like to apply for a federal grant opportunity. So it is available for stakeholders with matching or cost sharing requirements that are needed for a new federal grant. So our applicants, there are some requirements, and that is based in statute. The applicants must be from a state agency, a local government or local agency, tribal government, or a nonprofit organization. There has to have been to an attempt to secure match through your own budget or in-kind resources, and in a way exhaust all efforts of finding that potential match first. And also, it's not to be used as an emergency match, and I will clarify that. So if you've applied for a federal grant opportunity, you've received a reward, and maybe your match source is no longer available, this program would not be able to assist with that. Just so I wanted to clarify. Okay, so I'm going to provide you an overview of the program. So the grant matching program, its goal is to increase federal funding for the state of Nevada. The program awards cash grants on a first come, first served basis to satisfy up to 50% of the required match necessary to receive federal funding awards. The grant matching program is for required match only. So there are some federal opportunities where match is optional. Per statute, it is for only those federal grant opportunities that have a required match. And also, it's not available for subawards or pass-through funds, and it is only for those provided for the recipient of the federal opportunity. So you have to be the direct recipient of that federal grant. And also, because of timing of everything, so those who are interested in applying for the program should just reach out to us if it's in between March and June, because of the fiscal rollover that we have here at the state. Okay, so let's see. Next, all right. And also just kind of an overview of who qualifies. Not only, we have our state agencies, local agencies, nonprofits, and tribal governments, but there are some criteria that was established in statute. So preference is given to those who apply for the grant matching program if the program is going to be adding services to constituents. It aligns with the documented priorities of your agency. It addresses the needs of underserved or frontier communities or rural communities. Help us, the state agencies, local agencies, tribal governments, nonprofit organizations build capacity for future grant opportunities. And also allow these agencies that qualify to sustain the grant within its next budget cycle. We have a whole host of more information on our website for the grant matching program. And so please feel free to check that out, read through the information. And if you have any questions after taking a look through the very thorough Notice of Funding Opportunity packet, as well as a very comprehensive FAQ document, please reach out to us at grants@ofa.nv.gov. And Shayna or any of the team will get back to you and we can discuss further. So now I'm going to go ahead and pass our presentation over to Maida, and she's going to hit on the legislative updates along with a whole bunch more now. So take it away, Maida.
Thank you so much, Kristen. We're really excited to see the continued growth of the Nevada grant matching program here in the state, and we really look forward to seeing some great applications this federal year as grant season opens up. We all know October 1st is that fun start date. Just a quick reminder, we wanted to provide a legislative update to you that is pertinent to our work here. This last session, Senate Bill 431 increased our work program thresholds. Yay! So just a reminder, this is pretty state specific. So if you're not in state, this might sound a little bit foreign to you. But otherwise, the update did go into effect this past July, so July 1st. Those revisions are listed on this slide for you. You could find more information if you read through the bill as well. Just in general, that threshold moved from 30,000 to 75,000 when IFC consideration is needed, plus the different percentages depending on the type of work program that needs to be done. So just a reminder, if anyone has any questions, you can always reach out to us. Don't forget to touch base always with your budget analyst, your ASO, whoever your fiscal folks might be. If you have any questions as to whether or not your funds require any type of work program, be it for a carry forward or any amendments that you might do to an existing grant, especially if you're looking at an extension for your period of performance, because that does impact your job number. So you don't want it to expire. So just remember, if you do have any changes or any amendments, reach out to your budget folks if you have any questions about your work program. Make sure you keep those lines of communication open with them. So that is the legislative update. Next, OFA. So we have been working very diligently here and bringing everyone into compliance with our statewide reporting requirements. We just wanted to share here, yay, we see growth. In fiscal year 2023, OFA did see an increase of about 9% from fiscal year 2022 from all types of grant notifications that we're receiving, and an increase of about 17% on our SPOCs, our single point of contact. So those are those SAI numbers that are being assigned or sent back to you as a single point of contact. As a reminder, OFA is that designated single point of contact, or SPOC, here for Nevada per Executive Order 12372. You'll find this request for intergovernmental review on your notice of funding opportunities that you see or read through from the federal government. And that NOFA will advise you whether or not it is required for you to submit your information to us for that intergovernmental review. You can always submit your request to us through our online form. Remember, again, as that SPOC, we serve as that centralized coordinator in the state for your federal grant applications to really foster those intergovernmental partnerships. In general, a request for review is submitted and that SAI number is issued for your records, I believe within a week, if not sooner, so that you may safely check that appropriate box on your SF424 form when you're submitting your federal grant application when you're submitting it to the feds. So don't forget that. And if you have any questions about any of that, please feel to drop it into the chat. State agencies do have further required reporting in the state of Nevada as mandated by NRS, or Nevada Revised Statute. That statute is here, 223.480. So in addition to the single point of contact, a state agency must notify us, OFA, of any grants that you received, as well as any changes made to an existing grant, so an amendment. And finally, for any grants that you do close out, including any unexpended funds at the at the end of your period of performance. This can also be done online. So just submit your information through our Federal Assistance Notification Form, or as we like to call it, the FANF. If you have any questions, again, or you have not reported a past grant, or you have not reported a closeout or something, it's never too late to do that. So please submit that information to us so that you are able to bring your state into, or your state agency into compliance per NRS. So here at OFA, we do really work towards that centralization of federal grant management in our state. And in supporting you, our diverse stakeholders, we have introduced some really exciting and some new initiatives to really support networking and collaborative efforts across our state, especially as we continue to see a need to find partners in this federal grant space. So I'm really excited to share with you in these next couple of few slides, some of those resources. Some you may already be familiar with and others might be new to you. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them into the chat as we move through the next few slides, and we'll get to them at the end of the presentation. So we keep finding a challenge that has been expressed to us in the several months that we've been around is not that it's just difficult to find federal grant opportunities and to identify them expediently, but it's also challenging to find the time and the resources to apply directly for a federal grant. So in our effort to support you in that federal grant discovery space and also in identifying potential partners in your federal grant work, we have successfully scaled a federal grant identification tool, which we're really excited about. I'm really excited about. In collaboration with U.S. Digital Response, or USDR, it's a nonprofit, nonpartisan team comprised of volunteers, which is amazing, that helps governments and organizations like ourselves better serve the public. We have been able to really leverage technology to automate federal grant discovery. It's absolutely amazing to see the work that's being done. So, as the first state in the nation, too, here in Nevada, to use this tool in this way, we have really begun moving from that individual user searching for a grant to a community looking for a grant or an opportunity. This community of users are really exploring and making connections in this federal grant world or federal grant space, leveraging this technology, leveraging this tool to make those connections. The tool really does have the capacity to bring pertinent federal grants into your organization through its search capabilities, which they're giving a facelift to, as well as providing a fast and efficient way for you to identify those grant opportunities. It also provides space to empower regional collaboration, again, really important, through its ability for users to express levels of interest on a particular grant opportunity, as well as be able to see who else in their community is looking at the same grant opportunity or is potentially interested in that same grant opportunity. All of this is done within the tool. It's really helping us stay organized, and it's helping us not only to find relevant grant opportunities, but also really identify those collaborators through networking. It's fantastic, really. If you haven't done so already, please visit our grant discovery webpage. You'll see all the links for what we're referencing being dropped into the chat there to learn more about this particular tool or resource. You can also request access to the tool through that page, through our request access form if you haven't already done so, or you could share it with someone else if they may be potentially interested in requesting access. As a friendly reminder for my folks that are on the call today that are current users, thank you for being here. If you could please provide me with any feedback about your user experience. We're dropping the survey link as well into the chat here. If you haven't had time to respond to that, I would really appreciate your comments and thoughts on, again, your user experience, as well as welcome any questions as we continue to collaborate with USDR on building out that tool. We really do have some fantastic wins in leveraging this technology in that federal grant space. When accessing and leveraging the tool, you're really joining a larger group of diverse and various stakeholders across the entirety of the state. We have folks up north, down south. We have folks in our rural communities. I have to say, we even have a couple of folks from California. Don't get mad at me. So we do really have a diverse audience that are onboarded into the tool. Your community within that tool, it does include your nonprofits, your higher education, local government, federal agencies. We have school districts, our state agencies. We have folks from private sector, including individual constituents who are looking for grant opportunities. And of course, our tribal partners all onboarded into the tool. And you can kind of see that mix here in that graphic. So OFA really does envision that this resource is really a space for you to connect, to network, to collaborate beyond that initial federal grant discovery and search. The tool really does offer the ability for you to set your keywords and eligibility codes. And again, like I kind of mentioned earlier, it will be receiving a facelift hopefully this first week of October that I'm really excited about, that will allow users to save multiple grant searches, and really further filter down your searches by like funding type. You'll be able to filter it by agency, posting date, even by appropriations bills. So it really kind of filters down what you're looking for, so you can really narrow down what you might need for your organization. We also here at OFA, in collaboration with USDR, offer our monthly office hours to our current onboarded users, where staff from both the USDR team and here from our OFA team are on hand to answer any and all questions related not only to the tools, so how to best set it up to deliver the best results for you, but we also offer space to connect and to network with other users. We've already seen consortiums being formed within or as a result of the tool, and individuals connecting with one another around right now currently workforce development, federal grant management, and really kind of streamlining what we're doing across the state, so everyone's us on the same page. So again, if you haven't already done so, please, I'm a little bit biased because this is my baby. Please feel free to reach out to our website and read more about the tool, and feel free to reach out with any questions. And again, if you haven't submitted a request for access, please do so. So USDR is a great tool. Again, it is federal grant specific. It is a great resource. Yet the content is directly pulled from our familiargrants.gov. OFA still has other opportunities or other information that we do provide to you in regards to grant opportunities, including state and foundational grants. So you can find this information on our funding, or as it's titled, the grant opportunity webpage, which Kristen is dropping into the chat there. This list is powered by our Notice of Funding Opportunity Form, or as we call it, the NOFO. And staff on our team really do take the time to curate that list of grant opportunities that are specific to Nevada to really tailor this funding opportunity list for you. Thank you, Shayna. Shout out to her. This is where you will also find those state grant opportunities or pass-through funds. So those are funds that have been awarded to the state from the feds and then are now being subawarded by a state agency to whoever's eligible for that subaward. So if you're a state agency, and this is an ask from me to you guys, administering a subaward, please reach out to our team and submit a notice of funding opportunity through our online, again, automated form, so that we may share this information on our website. All visitors to this page can sort the table that you see populated when you do visit that site to see state-specific funding opportunities, and we will be able to facilitate those connections from our state agencies to others who might be interested in applying for those particular grant opportunities or subawards. So keep in mind, if you're not a state agency and you're also administering grant dollars as a subaward, please also let us know so that we can share that opportunity again on our website. Our website does receive a significant amount of traffic as we see this continued growth, and our audience is diverse, and these opportunities could be made available to them in one centralized place. So that NOFO form, again, is posted online. And once submitted, it should automatically populate the table that you do see of those funding opportunities on our website. So currently we have a little over, I believe, 500 opportunities listed. Those opportunities, we also offer a subscription to those weekly grant updates that are populated from our webpage directly into your inbox. So if you do subscribe to that communication from us, again, if you require any technical assistance, you're not quite sure about finding or posting a grant opportunity on the webpage, again, always feel free to reach out to us. We have an open door and we can always figure it out together to see whether or not this might be a resource that you may leverage. So as always, we really do want to provide a place for you, our stakeholders, to not only convene and discover but also learn, right? So if you have not seen this already, please visit our infrastructure hub, the Nevada Way. Here you'll find quite a bit of information. It's a centralized hub specific to this Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, or the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, BIL. The centralized location really does provide information on current discretionary funding opportunities, resources, including the various playbooks that they've been publishing, as well as notification form to let us know about your potential projects or any project ideas. You'll see the link up here towards the top right. Tell us about your project there. Reach out to request support from us. Uh, if you have any project ideas or potential projects in the pipeline, again, please reach out to us. We can support you in fleshing out any idea. If you're potentially interested in applying and want to see if anyone else is looking at a similar grant opportunity, as well as maybe request support on any grant applications, including requests for reviews, guidance on grant rights, coaching and or mentoring support, please, again, feel free to reach out to us and we can help you kind of navigate this big pot of money that, we're seeing from the feds. So these funds, again, are really one of the largest federal investments here in infrastructure that has recently been made. And we really want to take the opportunity to identify and compete to access this funding for Nevada to really bolster our communities, right? And tackle those infrastructure challenges that we're seeing. And really try to look at how we can accommodate our growing population. So we see these challenges and we really want to provide a centralized hub where you can find information and support as you look at maybe potentially applying and competing for these infrastructure dollars. It's a great opportunity for our smaller communities to compete, and we really don't want anyone to miss out on this potential work. So again, if you have any questions, submit information about your requests to or your project ideas, that would be great. We would love to connect with you or your organization. So as we continue our support here from our team to yours and your grant efforts, remember again that we do host these monthly trainings and these webinars that are virtual and accessible to everyone at no cost to you. We want to really truly support you and provide you with as much education and information and resources so that you're able to continue or begin your grant journey. So we continue to see a great engagement and attendance at these trainings. All of our past trainings are available to you online on our website. Everything is published. Those include the recordings as well as your slide decks, any additional resources. Again, what we talked about, the Q&As that we have afterwards, we do provide them to you online, along with the responses to the questions that you might have. You'll also find a frequently asked questions page, things that come up quite often that we do offer to everyone as well to review. I also want to invite everyone, and another ask since I have you guys here, to reach out to our office if you are interested in collaborating or sharing information from your agency. Any trainings that you may already have developed, maybe you have an idea for something, would like to connect with us and potentially build something together in collaboration with our team that then can be shared on this platform to our stakeholders. We would love to hear from you about any of those ideas. Again, reach out to us directly. You could send us an email here at grants@ofa.nv.gov. We're also available as a team to provide one-on-one training within your organization. So if you're looking for a little bit extra support, specific technical assistance, again, just reach out. We're happy to help. And we look forward to really continuing these monthly sessions. And next month, what we have up our sleeve and what you can expect to see is a training that is currently titled Success as a Pass-Through Entity, where we'll walk through those responsibilities and expectations in not only accepting federal funds, but in successfully sub-awarding to our partners and what that may potentially look like. So there's a link, sign up for future trainings, best way to keep in touch with us as well. So as your centralized grant office, we really do strive to provide, again, a variety of support to meet all of our stakeholders' needs, where they're at exactly in their grant management efforts, including but not limited to, providing that technical assistance, trainings, as well as additional resources that we do currently have posted on our website and other resources that we're currently updating and developing. So we do really have an amazing team of analysts that offer technical assistance as needed. Technical assistance can range from providing support on project management, reviewing a funding opportunity or a grant application prior to submission, providing grant writing assistance and support, skill building, and problem solving with you. Remember, at the end of the day, everyone is the subject matter expert in their particular programs, and we are here to really get you across that finish line successfully as you compete for federal dollars in the state. To request technical assistance, we do ask that you email us at, again, the grants at ofa.mv.gov. That's our general grants inbox. And we will be in touch with you to take those next steps and see where we can meet you and where we can go in regards to supporting you. If you haven't already as well, please visit our website and explore the plethora. We have quite a bit of grant resources that we do currently have posted online, including grant development resources. We have commonly referenced grant sites and partners listed on our webpage, examples on Match, how to kind of go about that process, templates and forms to support your grant work, including a grant writing information packet that you might find useful, a common grant application, a list of data resources, and a collection of existing needs assessments already compiled in one place to really get you started on your research, as well as a glossary of terms to really, get the ball rolling in regards to federal grants. So I did want to walk everyone through and provide a bit of a glimpse of our more popular resources, including the Common Grant application. We have an amazing grant writer on our team who unfortunately is not here with us, Sandy, and she has provided this one great example and guide to support you, our stakeholders. You can find it online. We're going to go ahead and drop the link here. This guide really does provide a checklist to ensure a completed proposal is drafted, right? It's a great idea to have parts of your grant already drafted, kind of like already up and ready to roll, maybe background information or an existing project or idea or scope of work. Really having these common grant components already drafted or partially drafted while in grant discovery mode, it can really lift some of that initial weight, that initial burden of beginning your grant application proposal writing. So remember to always check. You use the Common Grant application as a guide, but always remember to check the specific guidelines and requirements within the Notice of Funding Opportunity NOFO that you're applying for, and that you comply with all of those unique grant application requirements, and make sure you always honor those formatting requirements. So build in your lead time and make sure you are ready to take that next step when applying for a grant. Using some of these common grant application components is helpful to do that. And ask yourself again, always, do we have time? If we are awarded the funds, can we successfully manage those dollars and meet those promised deliverables? Which really segues into another common resource that we do have is a grant fit check. We've built a checklist to support your readiness, asking whether or not your readiness in applying for a federal grant. So again, we do call it the grant fit check. This rubric allows you to walk through a NOFO, a grant opportunity, and score your readiness. The weights and everything are a little, you can always tailor them to the need of your program. So what you see in the template is something that we do offer for guidance, but it does allow you to begin to really think about the commitment and the resources you have within your organization to effectively apply and manage the grant activities when awarded those grant funds. So please feel free to take a look at that. So there are various tools, again, and guidance that can be found that we do provide within not only our website, but within our Nevada grant manual as well, which was recently updated this year. Yay. This manual does provide guidance as it relates to federal grant resources or processes, and will direct you to reliable and authoritative sources of information. So we really incorporated easy to understand visuals, some tables, some high level information to really provide you with answers to your grant related questions in one place. We've also posted a policy and procedure manual online that is requires some updating that we're currently revising and updating. So I wanted to give you a tentative publication date of end of the year. Sounds far away, but it's only about 3 months away. So the manual will include revised and updated templates for you and forms to further support our stakeholders in their grant management. So we're hoping that the manual and the policies and procedures can really complement and further support you. So to find out when we publish and make any changes in OFA, to keep up to date with what we're doing, and to really stay informed, please sign up for our newsletter if you have not done so. This is the best way to keep in touch with us and again, to stay up to date with what is happening at OFA. In addition to the weekly grant updates, which we spoke about a little bit earlier, if you subscribe to these, you can also receive a monthly newsletter that is tailored to your organization. And you'll see when you do the sign up, you can identify what type of organization you are. So we currently have 700 subscribers only, right? And do see an average open rate of about 41%, which is really high in regard to the industry benchmark, which is about 28%. So we're really excited and we love to see that engagement with us. So sign up and receive information on resources on those grant opportunities, as well as other various topics that we do address and share out within the newsletter. And there, I believe the link has been dropped into the chat, so you can go ahead and do that. So lastly, here, as part of our charge at the OFA office, we do support the Nevada Advisory Council on Federal Assistance, or NACFA as we refer to it. NACFA was established in the 2015 legislative session. So this council is reconvening soon, very, very soon, hopefully here end of October, to support the work of OFA and to help us inform the statewide plan on how to obtain and maximize federal assistance in the state. We do encourage members of the public, everyone, to attend those meetings and provide public comment. You can learn more and see scheduled meetings on our website. And again, if you subscribe to our newsletter and monthly updates, you'll see when that's coming up and have access to that information so you can choose to attend. That is it. I feel like I talked for a long time. I'm so sorry. We do really thank you for attending our webinar today, and really hope that you were able to glean from the information or the presentation resources and tools that can support you in your grant work. We know that it can sometimes be very challenging to know where to start or where to find information or who to ask a general question, like you just need a brainstorming buddy. So even if you think you might already know the answer, please always feel free to reach out to us. We truly are here to offer you support and to act as that centralized hub for all things grants. We are here for you. So our contact information is listed here on this slide. Know that we're always a call away or a knock on the door away now that you guys know where we're located, and we welcome your engagement and questions with our office. So at this point, please feel free, if you haven't already done so, to drop in questions. Mics are muted, my dyslexia. So please drop those in the chat and we'll go ahead and address those, and we will stop the recording at this point as well.